Hello. I'm lurking. Hang on a minute. Let me get... There we are. Hi, OG. I'm getting loads of messages at the same time. Oh no. Quit. Hello. Alright, let's... So, what I'm going to be doing today, in case you haven't noticed by the title of today's stream, and I'm also going to try and do two things at once. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm terrible at doing two things at once. Yeah, clearly can't do two things at once. So I'm going to be opening up some... You missed Friday's stream. I know you did, and I opened up some Pokemon cards on Friday, so you missed that. But I will be posting a video. Well, the live's already on there. You can probably see the live. What am I doing? Think about it, Alex. Think about it. I'm gonna open up that one. But we are opening up some more Pokemon because I have got a pitch black ETB Pokemon Center one. So stick that one there, and also stick that one there. I'm just currently trying to update the YouTube video at the moment. Oh, I'm getting loads of messages on my watch now as well. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to be playing some of the PC building simulator as well afterwards, but I want to open up my Pokemon Pitch Black to see if I get any good hits on that. Yesterday you went to see Spider-Man and now you're sick. Oh dear. I hope it's not the virus that's going around. That's been going around since 2020. Or did you get food poisoning from eating the crap in the cinema? Right, okay. Opening up some... PC building simulator. Can't even spell, even though English is my first language. Okay, show. Let's edit this. Tags to be one. I'm hoping my my mate Dan is also watching, because he was the one who helped me get this pitch black box. So he wants to know what was in it. I think he's watching over on Twitch, and I don't know if he's got an account or if he's just... have no clue what I have, but I don't even have the energy to hop on the game. Oh, that's a shame. Why you got like a weird... You got a weird thing on your... Strange. I'm still getting used to all the different badges and stuff. Right, okay. What else are we doing? PC building simulator. Getting distracted. Sorry, that's the ADHD. That'll do. Let's just... I want to just get into it. I don't like this. Can someone just do this for me? Doing the editing the PC building. Trying to edit the... Oh, it's doing this thing again. I can't see half of the... That's not cars and vehicles. No. Category. Can't see it. I don't know. You can't see this. But education. Half of the selection. There we go. Half of this. So when I'm trying to edit my YouTube video so that it goes into the right categories and whatnot, but the categories when I'm selecting like the drop downs, it's giving me like the wrong categories, that kind of like giving me blank things, even though there is actually something there, which is frustrating. So I try and figure out. Okay, that was that one then. Okay, right, save. Save. Okay, so YouTube video, it has been saved. Hopefully that is in the right categories and it can be found easily. Okay. Oh, and I have 3 people in the chat already. Oh, crikey, am I popular today? Hello, everybody. You can hear me waffle. Yay. Right, so Pokemon. I put it over here. Oh. Ta-da! My ETB. And thank you to Dan for getting this for me. So this is the Pokemon Center. You can see the Pokemon Center thing there. So this is the actual official one from the Pokemon Center. So inside there's I've already got one of these. However, I wanted this one as well, even though I think there's two cards in the pack, but never mind. But this one actually will have the actual Pokemon Center badge on it, which means it's a little bit more expensive. Make your... Oh, yeah. That's probably a good idea. Hang on. Good shout. Let's get rid of that. Let's do... There's the Twitch overlay, which is the one that I want. That one. You don't need to see how many people are following me. And then we do that. And we'll do that so that I got the chat on the other side. There you go. You can see it a bit better now. You can also see the screen staring back at you as well. But there's the Pokemon Center there. That's the back of it, so you can see that's the card that you get in it. But in it, it will have the Pokemon stamp on it. You can probably see it on the actual thing there. So that's what we're opening today. So inside, so not only do you have that that promo, but there's also a lot more in there as well. That the main thing that I'm concerned that I would like to get is the actual Pokemon Center promo, but also the cards as well. The rest of it, I'm not really that bothered about, to be honest with you. So let's see if we can try and open this up without damaging the box. I'm also going to get rid of that screen because that's frustrating me, because I can see there's a bit of a delay. So I'm seeing myself live there, and then the next minute is like a bit of like a 2-second delay on the actual Twitch stream, because obviously, you know, physics and all that can never be actually fully live. It's like a 2-second delay. So let's open this up, because I am opening it up, even though because I'm not really bothered about, because you see so many people buying stuff. And Dan, I'm looking at you, by the way, considering you bought that prismatic on at the weekend, and you're not going to open it, and I'm very sad about that. But some people do that they'll keep them in the box, because they do actually they hold their value better in the box. But I get too itchy because I need to know what's actually in the cards to see what cards I've got. So the floor is the bin today. The floor is the bin. Right. So Steve, should do this on camera. And I got my there's that as well. Scalpers, yeah, the scalpers are the ones that get it. There's people that I know that have bots that they literally get the bots to like buy things off of the official website, and then they sell them on for ridiculous prices. Why do I get the feeling that there's not an awful lot? Like it feels like I'm missing stuff. Like there's so much like space there, but inside is literally just like there's the dice. well, the die and then the counters, I should say, and then the actual counter coin. And then it's literally, that's it. That's all. That was all that was in the middle of it. I feel cheated. The rest of it's just cardboard and air. Right. So let me grab this out. And then I feel like I was going to do something and I don't know what I was going to do. Never mind, can't be important. So in here we have sleeves. We do have the sleeves, which are nice, but I don't open them because I've got these ones, which I did bring up this time. So I've got my plastic sleeves and I've got my hard cases in here. Ta-da! So if there's any good pulls, yeah, oh, can't close that now, that's forever open. Oh no, Brian, you do that then. Yeah, so if there's any good pulls, we can put them in sleeves straight away. So we have these. And there's loads of them, as you can see. I've won the lottery. So we will be opening these up. Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. That's kind of like why I mean, I obviously still do collect, but why I'm not too bothered about collecting sometimes. Like, if it gets too expensive or I can't get something, then I'm like, oh, well, okay, well, I'm not getting that then. There's a lot of pack of energies. So obviously this is for the actual game itself, but I'm keeping those in the pack because I don't really need the energies. I've got loads of energies. So they'll stay in there for the time being. But here is the promo. You see that there is a Pokemon Center. If it's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna focus. There you go. Pokemon Center badge, mark, stamp, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually 2 cards in there. So you'll have the Pokemon Center card itself, and then behind it, which I actually have already got, is the normal one without the Pokemon Center. And the only time you can actually get this is literally through the Pokemon Center. So if you get this from another company, like say for example, sometimes I get stuff off of like Magic Madhouse. If I was to buy this box, which I think I did, where did I buy this originally from? I can't remember where I bought this from. I think I got it not from Magic Madhouse, but a different one. But the put these back in here. But the one that I got from Magic Madhouse, or not Magic House, or the other company I bought it from, it didn't have the Pokemon Center on it. So I got another one, and I opened it because I'm an idiot. But I want to know what's in the cards. That feels. It does. The size of it now that I've taken the card out, that doesn't fit. Alright, let's put this down here. Be down there. Right, so I'm going to keep this closed. You already know what's in that, so we'll put that aside. You know what's in there. And I have got a mess of a desk at the moment, so this is going to be fun. Okay, so I had like some Jaffa cakes earlier. I don't know if you probably... OG, you probably have never heard of Jaffa cakes, but this is a British delicacy, but this is like a cherry Bakewell flavoured one, and they were great. So I've got like reminiscence of rubbish on my desk from earlier. Right, so let's open these up. The way that I'm going to do this, I'm literally just going to rip it on camera. If I do it off camera, it's because I'm concentrating and I apologise. So I'm literally just going to open them up and we'll go through them and see what's in there. And then if there's anything decent in there... And I did say this on Friday, but you weren't here, OG. But if anyone else is watching and didn't watch on Friday as well, I am going to try and do something. Which way is the front? Is that front? That's the front. I'm going to see if I'm going to try and do something, because I get loads of duplicates. I'm going to see if I can try and do something with the duplicates at some point. Think about it, Alex. Think about it. Think it up properly. There we go. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Whether I'm going to sell them on so that people can help people if they've not got the collection themselves. Never heard of those? Never heard of what, sorry? Oh, yeah, Jaffa cakes. Yeah, if you get like you probably don't get them because it was the same when I used to live in Australia. We didn't get them in Australia either, and I went to like a wholesale, so it was like an international place that obviously brought stuff over from different countries for people who are like expats in Australia, and I found some. And I remember I was with like my Australian mate, and my Australian mate was like, "What the hell are these?" It's like, "You have not lived. Have one." The cherry bakewell ones were really, really good. If you don't know what cherry bakewells are either, look those up. Right, okay, so I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to take the top card, put that down there because that's the energy, and then we'll do, ta-da! So we got a green energy. And then we're just going to literally do this really, really, not really, really quickly, but not too quick, too fat, too slow. Those would be here all day. Are you going to, no? There we go. No focus. Don't want to focus on me, want to focus on the cards. Right, cross your fingers and see if we get anything decent. I think I can see something. And there's obviously like hollow cards in the back, but I can just about see like a hollow in the background. Slow bro. I do like the slow poke, slow bro, slow kings. First hollow. Second hollow. And the last card. Ooh! We got a half art. Are you going to focus properly? Which is not that rare, but still a nice card to have. But there we go. That's the first pack. We do that a couple of times. On to the next one. And hopefully today, when I actually do end up playing the PC building simulator, I'll actually be awake for it properly. Because the last time I played it, my head was all over the place. But I have got a drink. And worst case scenario, I'll just walk away and leave you to it, and then go grab another drink, and then come back. I think last time I was a little bit dehydrated and I had a headache, which doesn't help. Right, get rid of the live card, put that down there, and then top one. And we've got psychic energy, and then what else have we got? I'm gonna focus on it properly. I apologise for the camera. It keeps trying to focus on me. I don't know why it does that because it can't see my face. That's better. I need that one. What, that one? Hello, Mr. Warner. No, the X that I've got, or the this one. You need that one. If I've got a duplicate of it, mate, I'll give it to you. You gonna focus? I think we are now. So we've got, this is our second hollow. So we got a last card is a very interesting one. A very interesting one. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see what else we've got. Shove that over there. That there. Next card. Well, next pack. I've ruined it already. Oh, my favourite colour. It's purple. Take that off the top. Get rid of that. Energy card on the bottom. Cross your fingers, it's a god pack. It's not going to be a god pack, but I'll will it into existence. Maybe it will be. And we have a fire energy. I still believe that they don't exist, the god packs. There's no god packs in Pitch Black. That sucks. Until I get one, I'm gonna believe that they just don't exist. That they are just like AI generated or someone's making it up. You gonna focus? Only the Ascending and Demigod packs in Prismatic. Elephant. I think we're on to the hollows now. So another hollow. I do like this Pokemon actually. I don't know why. Last card. I don't think I've got that one in my collection yet actually. Half up. Very nice. You gonna focus? There we go. You need that one as well. Yeah, well, if I've got a duplicate, we'll sort something out. There's bound to be cards that you've got that I haven't, so we can do a swap, like we used to do when we were kids, Dan. When we had a base set, and then you have a brother who likes to scam you out of cards, and he's like, "Oh no, that one's really expensive. But you can have that one. That one's really rare." And he cheats me out of cards because I don't really know as much as he did. Okay. Energy. I do wish this camera would like focus properly. Hey, Mom. Hey, nope. There you go. It's a tremendous bomb. Tremendous. I quite like the Bennett. And we're on to the hollows. Backtrack badge. Last one. Yeah. Nothing exciting in that pack. On to the next one. I see my favourite colour again. Purple! Got rid of the live card. That there. And then we've got... Oh, we had a sneak preview then by accident. Basic energy. Type null. I have a funny feeling that's an error card. Is that an error card? Or is that... Am I... Hang on. No, I don't know if that's an error card or not. I gotta look that one up. Is it not? Is that actually a Pokemon called Type Null? Is it not? Oh, that's really weird. I have never heard of a Pokemon like that before. That's cool. I don't know why I find that so interesting. Kind of reminds me of the Missing No from the old games. That's cool. Lampert. Evil. And then we're on to the hollows. Look like the main chase when it slid out. Ooh. Oh, nice. So I think I've already got this one. Because I remember pulling it and thinking I've already got like the chase card for it. One of the chase cards. The half art one. That's nice. You have 3. I'm guessing you don't need that one then, Dan. And I've put the Type Null aside because I don't know why, but I find that one really interesting. Right, next pack. Let's see what else we've got. I don't know if you've because I don't know if you were here at the start, Dan, because I think by the sounds of it you've just got yourself an account that followed me. But I will also be playing a game at the end of this as well. So I'm playing a PC building simulator that I've already been playing. I don't know if you've been watching the videos that I've been posting. Right, let's see what we've got. Dark energy. Put that aside. Commandy Buzz. There you go. Litwick. You're gonna. There we go. I'm ripping all of them. Yeah. Silly question. It's really difficult to kind of get dead center because on the screen it's like, if I go over there, oh, that's the wrong way. Okay, one to the hollows. Next one. And then the last one. Yeah. Nothing too exciting in that pack. But we got some others to go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. What we got next? The Pikachu live card. And then go. I'm on the verge of passing out, so I'm going to take a nap. Yeah, no worries, mate. Have a good nap. Look after yourself. You're going to focus. There we go. Basic energy. Slowpoke. Marsh Shadow. I quite like the Marsh Shadow as well. Heatran. Tremendous Bomb. And I think I do believe we are onto the shinies or the hollows. Last one. Yeah, nothing on that pack. Unfortunately. I see purple. Should be doing this on camera. Hang on. There you go. I was concentrating again. Pokemon. Like the Pokemon Live card. And let's put the energy there. There we go. Another Slowpoke. I do believe that's a duplicate. I do believe that's also a duplicate. They're probably all duplicates by this point. I've ripped so many of these. Trying to get like all the... Are you going to focus? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. No, well, okay. If I do that, you going to do that if I do that? Nope. It really does not want to focus. There we go. No. Did it for like a split second. There you go. Gwen. Palafin. Oh, exactly the same card, but one's hollow, one's not. So we're on to the hollows. Last card. Nothing in that one. Next pack. Hang on, hold that thought. Yeah, need to wet the whistle. Next pack. You crossing your fingers, Dan? Yup. Okay. Pokemon Live. Energy card. Green energy. We've not had that one yet. I've got a few. Yeah, this is the third to last, so I've got two more to do. Shuppet. I quite like the Shuppets. Anything like ghosty and Halloweeny, I quite like them. Don't ask me why. It's the goth in me. I've already ripped those, mate. I did that on Friday. I can send you the video if you want. Mankey. Another excuse me. Gonna focus? No. Okay. And we are on to the Hollows, Dark Bell, Mars Shadow, and the last one. Nothing in that one. I'm surprised I haven't got like at least one art card yet, except for the half art ones. But we have got two left. So think you needed both of those? Yeah, well you send me a link to what you have got and we'll work something out. Unless you're opening up any more Oh, I ruined that. I should be doing this on stream as well, so you can actually see that I'm actually ripping them. Get rid of that one. Let's put that on the bottom. Oh, try not to ruin the cards whilst you're doing it, please, Alex. Ta-da! Move that over there. So this is the second to last pack. So cross your fingers. Hopefully we got something in here. Unless of course crossing your fingers is giving me bad luck, and then don't cross your fingers. And then opening up the boxes was a complete waste of money, and I should have just kept it closed. It's like that guy. I don't know if you've ever watched the guy that does some videos. He's in America, and he's always got like a little thing on his videos of should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Not focusing again. You can kind of work out what the cards are. I apologise. Yeah, that's the. Have you watched the same guy? He's pretty good. And we're on to the hollows. Oh! Finally! Nice. Are you going to focus? I can't actually tell what it is yet. You're not going to focus. Sil Valley. Nice. That is not a bad card whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to do this like this because there's one last card. I don't think it's going to be anything exciting, but you never know. No. Mind you saying that, I actually quite like that. Chiyu. Kind of a creepy looking card. Right. I'm going to stick that in a in one of these. And also one of these. And I can hear a hoover outside. I think someone's hoovering out their car. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's see if we get anything in the last pack. Maybe we'll get something decent in the last pack as well. Maybe all of our luck was at the end of it. Hi Dorothy, over on YouTube. Yeah, I see him singing it as well. Right, I should be doing this on stream. Hang on. Last pack. Very last pack. Let's see what we get. Get rid of the Pokemon Live card. Let's put that on the bottom. Let's see what we get. We have a basic energy. That made me laugh. The very first time I ever heard of a Nickit, it made me laugh. Yeah, Finzen. Sea King, very nice. I quite like the Sea Kings. Reminds me of the base set. Spirit Tomb, but this is now on the hollows. So we've got 3 cards left. Let's see what we get. Armor Fossil. Very last card. Ah. Our luck ran out on that last pack. Never mind. Never mind. We've still got a couple of half art cards. And that one as well. There we go. It's not going to focus on it again. Anyway. So, that's that. That's all the Pokemon. That's all the Pokemon cards. Yeah, we didn't get a last pack luck on that one, unfortunately, Dan. But we will get on to... Yeah, no worries, mate. You have a good one. Yeah, send that over as well. Let's see what you're missing. Bye! Right, okay. I'm going to move these out of the way. And then we're going to get into playing PC Building Simulator. For the 3rd time. Try and do this carefully. And I've got a fair few Pokemon cards to sort in my binders now, so that's gonna be like a week to sort out all the cards. I've been trying to reorganize them. Okay, move these out of the way. Box down there as well, it's annoying me. Okay, so let me open this game up and put that over there. PC Building Simulator. Okay. I'm going to do a thing with the hair as well. I've got to do a thing with the hair. So I don't like having it tucked behind my ears all the time. Oh. So let's move that back over there. I should really have like different scenes, but I haven't done that yet. I apologise for the sound in the background. That is the game. There we go. Right. My lovely 31 followers over on Twitch. Right. Let's grab the game. It is running. Game capture, but we need to move that onto that one. Does it work? There we go. Cool. Okay. So, we are back to playing PC Building Simulator. Let's load a game. And let's click on that one. So the last time I played this, I was getting really... That is that the... Oh, that's the PC making the noise. Okay. Right, yeah, so the last time I was playing this, I was getting myself all flustered, and I don't even know where we're at now. there was a lot going on, so we had loads of emails coming in, and it's been a while. This is the one that's on the desk at the moment. It's been a while since I played this as well, so you have to bear in with me. But that's our. So what have we got? We've got this one, which is that's probably over there. That's that one. Yep. Oh, wrong button. Excuse me. And then this one is the one we got on the desk at the moment, making that horrible sound. That's in transit. That's in transit. That's in transit. Right. So we have a CPU upgrade, I do believe, and then this one here, which I'm supposed to get a 3D Mark score of 3634. So let's have a look at the email again. So, dear Sir, Madam, I hate using my computer at the moment, performance-wise. Can you aim for a benchmark of 3634? Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. It's not as quick as it used to be. Now this is the bit that's difficult, because we did do that. It's not gonna give me the old one. Let's run it again and you can see what I mean. So this is kind of like a, move these out of the way, Pokemon Live cards whilst it's doing it. This is kind of like a thing where it kind of like tests the system and it gives you a score, and that's literally it. And then you look at the stats of the computer and you've got to go, right, okay, how can I make this better? I have no idea. I have no idea how you make it better. That's the bit that I don't know. Sorry, I've got to try and figure that out. And it does this really weird, like, scene thing where it does, like, frames per second, what frame you're on, how long it goes through. So we're on 22.1 frames per second, apparently. I swear that looks like a Pokeball as well. Looks janky. 19.12 frames per second. Yeah, that's it there. There's a different angle. Look. It's like a little airship. It's like a cool museum, though. There we go. So there's our score, 3154. And you're not gonna... There we go. 3154. So we got a graphics score of 3377 and a CPU score of 2297. Graphics test 2, and then CPU test 7.71 frames per second. And then we got some system information. So we could technically update the CPU because that's just an i3. And then the GPU is an MSG GeForce GTX 970. So I wonder if that's like kind of the hint, like it's either the GPU and the CPU that you're supposed to upgrade. So hopefully, if I come out of that, am I gonna... Oh, it's gonna stay on the screen. Okay. So then we go here, we go to the shop, and I wonder if... There we go. We can just change the GPU and the CPU, if that gives us a better score. So if it's got an i3 in it in the moment, we could put like an i... There we go. There's the i3s. I wonder if we can put in something like an i5 or an i7. Is there... Because the other thing that we could also do is... So we've got a budget of $600. So let's have a look again. So we could technically get, yeah, a new CPU, and the i7s are at 250. Those are really bad ones. I think that's kind of the best one there. So let's do that. Let's get a i7, because if it's not already an i, we know it's gonna Intel i. We know it's gonna work. And then the GPU is a GTX 970. So let's go graphics card. So we could put a 1050 in it. I think that's kind of like what they've already got. You have anything better than a 1050? I think that's what we just do, is just put a 1050 and hope for the best, I guess. But the 160, all I'm doing is just having a look to see like what the most expensive one is, and then, whoa. Why is that one so expensive? Hang on a minute. So you've got the 1050 Ti, which is 4 gig of VRAM. Core frequency is 1400, megahertz 1700. That's actually got better VRAM. I think that might be a bit too expensive though, because if we've already got 280, might be alright. What's that going to be? That's going to be too expensive. I can't do maths quick. Have a quick look. Back here. It's going to give me any other information. It's not going to give me much information. Just says the frames per second. So the MSI GeForce GTX 970 100ME. Let's see if we can try and find that, because that's got to be on here, hasn't it? That one. So it's already got 4 gigabytes. So we need something that's a little bit better than that one. I wonder if that one, is that that's gonna be too expensive again. 750, unless of course 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's too expensive. Unless we change the processor. We change the processor and just get them a better graphics card, maybe. Doesn't necessarily need a best of the best of i7. So we could get the i5 660, i3s, let's do that. Let's give this a go. So we take off that one, and then we can get the best graphics card. That I think is okay. Is that, no, that's not right. That's still expensive, isn't it? Let me try and do quick maths. And I've got dyscalculia and I can't do maths properly in my head. The joys of having a neurodivergent brain. Graphics card. Let's do that one then. That looks a bit better. That's still a little bit expensive though. About like $15. So I wonder if we get rid of that one, just go, so rather than the 660 processor, do the 500? Or the one without, no, that's that one. There we go, that is literally 600, because obviously the 30 is the next day delivery. So that is literally 600. So let's do that. That arrives tomorrow. And hope for the best. So we turn this off. Shut down. And then then let's remove the cables. No, we don't want that. No. Want that one. Don't want to take the case off. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And then pick that up. Put that down there. And what are we doing with this one? So we'll upgrade the CPU. What have we already got in here? I didn't mean to do that. Install. Let's have a look. So we got the Ryzen 3 quad core 1300 AMD Ryzen 3. And what's our budget? Budget is 300. So the Ryzen 3 quad core 1300. Ryzen 3 quad core 1300. Ryzen 3 1300. So that one there basically. We've already got inventory of 1. So if we got 300, budget of 300. $150. What should we put in here? Those ones are terrible. I wonder if because that's an AMD. Is that compatible? The board is heat of the PC. Yeah, I know that heart of the PC. For 300. More Tony. Motherboards, more Tony. I'm just gonna have a quick look. I wonder if we could just get a Intel, whether that would actually work. If we could just get the i7. Other i7. That one is the best one. So we'll just do that. And I probably should have done this beforehand rather than paying an extra $30. But never mind, there we go. Let's check here. So we've got delivery. And we've got also some more computers coming. So we'll just do that. We'll go to the next day and let's hope for the best. End day. We've got some more emails come through as well, and we've got some parts. There we go. So let's fix this one first because it's up here. Let's install CPU. Let's put the... Yeah, it's incompatible. I had a feeling that might happen. Okay, so it's going to have to be an AMD. Couldn't find any information to say that if it was compatible or not. But now we know. So it's already got a Ryzen 3 in there. Did we get a... Hang on a minute. Did we already install... Did we already get it then, did we? Should we put this one in here? I think that was the... I think that's the original one. We must have, yeah, that was used. So let's put this one in here then. There we go. And let's put that down. Install cooling. There's the cable. Cable's up there. Where's that going? Is that going to go in like that? Cable. Is that all we need? Okay, let's plug it in. CPU has been upgraded, so that is a tick. So it is an upgrade. What must have happened is I must have bought it before I ended the stream last time. I was a little bit out of sorts that time. Is that all of it? Can we power it on? Hang on. Wait. Wait, I didn't put thermo on. There it is. I didn't put the thermal paste on it. I didn't put the thermal paste. Hang on. Install thermal paste. There we go. Quickly. No one sees. No one saw that. You saw nothing. Cable. Let's over that side now. Whatever. As long as it works, I don't care. Okay. Power on. Put the thermal paste on it. You saw nothing? PC can boot up. Oh, let's install the case for it. There we go. Shut down. And pick that up. There we go. There's one done. Let's go here. Let's go to the emails and collect. Nice one. Cool. Okay, discard that one. Excuse me. Let's do this. Which one is it? This one. Let's do this one. Let's. Oh, excuse me. So we have got a new GPU and a new processor. So we need to get that off. We need to get that off. And that. And take that off. And then install. Can't get this wrong. Hopefully, let's put that one in because I think the other one was too expensive. Do that. Okay, install that again. I think it was that way. Install cables. There's that. Okay, and then the other one was the GPU. So let's remove. What did I just take off? Okay, and then install GPU. Slightly better one. Okay, let's remove some of these first then. Install. You're not gonna. Was it got to go there? Is it? Okay. Remove one of those. Install. Make sure we get the right one. You're not gonna. Can you not? Alright, well, okay. I'll just take the PC apart then until you fit. Install. There we go. It goes there. You need to have both of them. Okay. Whatever. PC parts. PCI cover. Why are you not? Can I not put those on now? Fabulous. Okay, let's plug it up. Maybe that's why we need to do it first. Okay, now can I put them on? No, still not going to work. Alright, well, you're gonna be open now then. Whatever. Let's install these cables. Put that there. Put that there. You can go into one of those USB slots and you can power on. Did I put thermal paste on it? I don't think I put thermal paste on it. I did not put thermal paste on it. No, I didn't even put the... Is it even in there? Hang on. Processor. Didn't even put it in it. That would have been embarrassing. Right, okay, install. There we go. Okay. Put that down. There we go. Cable. That power on. And let's run this again. That hopefully gives us a better score. If not, I don't know how to fix this PC. I've got a new CPU and also a new GPU. We had a budget of 600 and it was literally 600. It's like a scene out of Jurassic Park. The little, the first one, the original, the best one, even though it wasn't accurate. I feel like the frames per second is slightly better. 31.2. I think it was 20 something last time. There's our flying Pokeball. 27 frames per second, I feel like that's better as well. It's like guns out of Halo. That's much better. That is much better. I mean, it's not exactly 3634, it's a bit better, but it's in budget. So I'm happy with that. Okay, let's get rid of some of these cables. And then let's see what the other computers are about. Let's pick, hang on, I need to put the case on it first, hang on. Hold that thought. Side panel. There we go. And now we can put it in the delivery area, if I can remember where it is. There we go. And then let's go to the PC. Let's find it. Upgrade, collect. Why only 4 stars? It's 600. Why 4 stars? Alright, whatever. Okay, so we have... I've got the mic is in the way. Hang on a minute. It's like doing that. It's like, just move the mic out of the way. What are you doing? Discard. So, this one. So we got to replace the hard drive. That's the graphics card and upgrade. And that's the recommended spec to play Minecraft. And I have no idea how to actually do that one. So we will do this one first. Let's have a look. So this is the right one. Hi there. Bit of a crisis. I'm supposed to be helping out on an article for the movie Mannix, a series retrospective of the Sonic Monk trilogy. This series is massive in some indie film circles in Denmark. That's how massive it is. So you can understand why I want to take the utmost care to get this right. The last thing I need is another mob of angry film fanatics flashing me on their messaging boards and leaving snarky comments on every article. As usual, I rip my Blu-rays to my computer so I can do more of a detailed analysis of the frame image. But then the hard drive they were on made this loud clunk sort of sound, and I can't access any of my files. Can you do something? I need to get this article written, or all the Sonic Monk fans, and there are nearly 20 of them, are going to be very disappointed. Blake Patterberg, Assistant Junior Moderator, Movie Mannix, Action. By the way, if you can get hold of a copy of Sonic Monk Trilogy, I do recommend giving it a watch. Just make sure you watch it in the original Danish and with English subtitles, and try not to overanalyze the giant spider subplot. Oh, and you can skip the second half of the film because it's not technically canon. Okay. Cool. So we're replacing a hard drive on this one. There is a way... Oh, it's not going to open it anyway because the hard drive's busted. But there is a way of like getting like a little achievements for this. We've got $100. Okay, let's open this up. There's like other achievements where you can actually like play people's games and things like that. So I'm gonna see if we can try and do that today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this with this one, but hard drives in here. Two hard drives. There's two hard drives. You're gonna open. There we go. Can I open that one as well? Let's remove that. Which one is the busted one? There's two. Hang on. Hang on. Is there a way of figuring this out? Because I know this is doing this. I'm going to do this anyway, but it's highlighting them and I've got to put them in. Can we... Nope. Install. No, don't want to undo it. Cables, there we go. Okay. Install. There we go. Got there in the end. So let's turn it on. Because there's two in there. I don't know which one's busted. I need to figure out which one's busted. What's going on with my top? It's wonky. Okay. How do we do this? How do we... Because there's... How do we figure out which one is broken? Gonna give me like little lights to say which one's broken? No. Okay, well, that was as useful as mud flaps on a tortoise. If we just get both of them out, maybe. Can we take the tray out? Excuse me. Take that. There we go. And then there we go. And let's remove that one. Let's remove that one. Install. Let's have a look at storage. Broken. Okay, so one of them is fine. The other one is the 500 gigabytes. So that one's broken. Let's put this one back in. So we're not gonna screw ourselves over. And let's have a look at this one. So the Mortoni Easy Store 500 gigabytes. So I guess it's just a case of just getting the exact same one. I think that's the thing, isn't it? What's that? So we got 100. Is it 100? $100. $100. Let's go to the shop. Let's go to storage. We have $100. Technically, we could get them a better one because they've got $100. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. That one's $100, but that's 240 gigabytes. Got better transfer speeds, that's why. Hang on. So what have we got on here? Or we've already got a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte 64 megabyte cache. And what have we got in, where is it? Storage. So 140 megabytes. So we could get the same size of 500 gigabytes. With the transfer speed, maybe. Let's see what we can do. What they're gonna need. That's exactly the same one. That one. But we've got 100. So if we get another 500 gigs, what have we got? 250. Or we just get one. See, that's actually technically, hang on. 140. That one's smaller, that one's smaller. That one's better. That's not 100, that's too expensive. That one's better. That one's a 1 terabyte and also transfer speeds are faster. So we could get that one. Or that one, which is a 2 terabyte. That's faster speed still. 500 gigs. Let's do that. Let's add cart. Let's keep that in there for the time being. I'm going to pick that up because what I'm going to do there. I guess those ones are the delivery spots then. What have we got next? Because if I need to buy anything new, do go over here actually. It tells me on here, doesn't it? Yeah. So I need to buy anything new. I can buy it all in one lump rather than. I like the case on that one. So this one is a upgrade in the graphics card and upgrade 16 gigs of RAM. What I'm going to do before I do any of that is I'm going to go in here and see if there's anything. Sell that. That is used. Let's sell that. That's broken. We can sell that for $1. Get it out of our inventory. That one is used. And that one is used. Cool. Okay, so then we can get a graphics card and then let's remove things, get them out first, see what we're dealing with. So we want the graphics card as a graphics card, and then the RAM, is it just the one? It's just the one RAM. Oh, didn't mean to do that one. Let's scroll in. There we go. Take that out, and let's take that out. Let's take that out. Okay, let's put that back in before we forget. Okay, so we have got a GeForce GTX 1050. And then what was the other one? It was the memory Machine Titan. So we got 8 gigabytes DDR4. This one's the more complicated one because there's more letters and numbers and stuff in it. So we've got a gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti WindForce. I wonder if it actually, I think it tells us, doesn't it, when we're here. Excuse me. Graphics card. So is that in our inventory? Are you going to tell me? I'll go past it. No. Inventory, there you go. So that's that one, but we want to upgrade it, don't we? Update graphics card, yeah, upgrade. So we want a slightly better one. Slightly better one than that one. So that one's 4 gigabytes of VRAM. That's a 1050. I think there's much. Is there much? Hang on, let me just have a quick... No, that's just noise. So 140, so that was slightly better, but not massively. doesn't really need upgrading, to be perfectly honest with you. It depends on what it is that you're doing on it. Because, I mean, 1050 is slightly better, but it's got 4 gigabytes of RAM. So we could go for one of those, which is 6 gigabytes of RAM, but it's a 980. There you go, that's that one there, sorry, the 4 gigabytes of RAM. Megahertz is slightly less. $10.50, so that one's a 6.5, so that's actually 4 gigabytes. That one's slightly better, but not great, not the best. 4 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes. So do it in. Let's do it this way. And let's figure out where it sits in the price range. Where have you gone? Inventory. My stomach's making some weird noises now. I think I need to go and eat something in a minute. Mind you, it is like nearly 6:30, so I'm not surprised. I don't even know what I'm having to eat yet. So hang on, let's see what our budget is. Parts, 700. We've got 700 budget. 165. We've got 700 budget. So we could get something like that, but then that's because it's 6 gigabytes. That's only 500. What we do know we do know that we need is the 16 gigabyte. Let's put 16. So we've got 3 different types of 16. Our biggest and best one is the 170. I don't like the fact that I have to do some math. Why? So we got the 240 megahertz. We could just get the 240 and then see what we have left. Oh, this is going to be a pain. I'm going to have to take off the $70 graphics card. Right, what have we got? I hate having dyscalculia sometimes. Right, so we got the 130, which is what we want, and it was a 700, wasn't it? $700 remaining. So the 130 is 700. 6. Don't you start making some noises. My own PC's making some noises now. It's gurgling at me. 700, 600. 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's... I'm gonna have to do this maths quick. Hang on. Calculator. Hang on. Calculator. I can't do it in my head. My brain doesn't like the numbers. So we got 700. Take off. No, not times. 700. Take off 130. So 570. I was close. Close. My brain was like 500 something and then 70 something, and I couldn't put it together. So 570. So we've got 570 to put on a graphics card. We've got loads of money. Right, okay, well, in that case, where is the... Hang on. There we go. Yeah, so we could get that one, which is the most expensive one, but is this actually going to be better? That's what I want to know. It's got the RAM for it. Where's the inventory? 1400. Megahertz is not that much. It's actually worse. Let's try and figure out what the best would be. 1400. Megahertz is terrible on those ones. Core frequency. I'm thinking. It's 2 gigabytes. 17. I think we're just going to go for... See, the thing is it 8 gigabytes of RAM? That's probably okay. Eight gigs. What's that? I think I might just have to get something and just hope that it works. Because there's better RAM on those ones. But the megahertz is slightly less. I think that's fine. $1,400, $1,700. So the memory frequency is okay. 4 gigs. Unless we go for 6 gig. Go for 6 gig. Still got a bit of money to boot as well. So let's just do that one. What do we get that one, which is slightly better frequency? Let's do that. Let's do that. And hope that it works. Otherwise I'll be sat here all day. Okay, so there's that one, and then we'd have no idea what we would need for that one, so we'll do that one last. Okay, can't do that one yet. Let's do those after, because it's just these. So, hang on. Pick this up. And then Lewis, Vanessa. Let's see, we need to somehow play Minecraft. You can't see that because my face is in the way. Hang on. Let me hide. There you go. You don't need to see that all the time. Now you can see that. So it's can boot, PC can boot to OS, and then PC can play Minecraft recommended spec. And I have just realised that I am still playing Pokemon, which is not what I want. PC building simulator. Done. Updated. There we go. I've updated Twitch. Okay. Let's try this again. Right, so can play Minecraft. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to plug that in. And I'm going to plug that in. And I'm going to plug that in. And the very last one, that one there. And let's power it on. Oh, snap! Hang on. Snap! I got the same one. Snap! Snap! Hang on, let me get a screenshot for the YouTubes. So, oops. I don't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong button. Oh well. Never mind. What is the recommended spec of playing Minecraft? How do I figure that out? How do I figure out what the recommended spec is? That's the bit that I'm confused with. Because it doesn't tell you. We had this last time and I had to just hope for the best. Because we've got a budget of 500. How do we... What's the recommended spec? Is there... Okay. That wasn't helpful. This one here. I think my PC is getting a bit old. I need 60 frames per second in Minecraft. There we go. There's the information that I needed. 60 frames per second. So, 60 frames per second. Let's plug it back in. So we've got the thing in there now, so we can run that and see what we're dealing with. Excuse me. Go in there, thank you. I'll put that in there. Let's power it back on, and let's not pick it up accidentally and rip it out like we did. Okay. 3D mark. Restart, yes. Restart, yeah. Oh, sorry. I was opening up YouTube and I didn't realise that there was video playing. Opened it up and it was, yeah. There's a massive delay on YouTube. I apologise for that. Right. Okay. Sorry. Concentrating now. I was just checking YouTube then for a minute. What am I doing? 3D mark. That's what we're doing. We're running that to see what frames per second we get. We need 60. Let's see what we're working with. And then once I've done that, I might go and get something to eat. Because it is 6:30. It is Sunday. Not that really makes much difference. It doesn't really matter what day it is, really. It's just a day, isn't it, really? It's just, you don't eat and then you get hungry. It's usually what happens. It's not dependent upon whether it's a Sunday or not. It's not like I don't get hungry on a Saturday or a Friday. Don't eat, still get hungry. Jurassic Park! So we've got about 12 frames per second. About 12. I'm doing it again. Sorry. I'm not concentrating on the game. Hang on. I'm doing something. I'm trying to figure something out. Okay. So we've got 12.79 frames per second and 10.38. So we need to get that. Now, is it the graphics or the CPU test? I'm gonna guess graphics frames per second. So we have got an AS Rock rather. Phantom Gaming Radeon RX 560 4GB. Okay. What is our... I wonder if... because we've also got CPU there. So I wonder whether we can actually get the CPU... replace the CPU as well, or if it's just the graphics. Let's see what our budget is for this one. 500. So we could just get a really, really good graphics card in there. G4 400. G4 400. G4 400. In Intel Pentium 2 core. Or we just put in a really, excuse me, we don't want that. A really, really good. Again. I guess it really depends on what's in there. AS Rock Phantom Gaming Radeon. That one there. 1500. So 4 gig, 12, 17, 4 gig, 4 gig, 4 gig, 6 gig. So we could get something like one of those two again. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. We've got enough money, got enough money. We've got 2 of those come in. Let's just do that and hope for the best. Hang on, wait. So if we've got 500, that's pretty much the majority of our budget, isn't it? Yeah, that's the majority of our budget. We've got like $5 to spare. Okay, let's shut that down. Think about this. Remove that. Remove that. It's getting to that point in the day. Not point in the day. It's got nothing to do with the day. The fact that I'm getting hungry, that my brain's just going, Alex, Alex, feed me, feed me. Stop concentrating, feed me. I'm not concentrating properly. So what I'm going to do very quickly. I've just noticed the name of the shop is Bits and PCs. I like that. Bits and PCs rather than bits and pieces. Bits and PCs. Okay. So can't do that one yet because we're not 4-star. But we can have a look to see if we... So we need to get install an i5. What I'm doing is I'm thinking, alright, if I can accept these, which I'm just going to do now. 3D Max score, complete by the end of the day in 10 days, accept. Excuse me. Bits and pieces, new parts available. Discard. New parts available. Cuddler Counter Industries. Cuddly Counter Industries. Okay. Can't even do that one yet. So this one, I think, is the one. Is 8 gig of RAM. So we can go to the shop and get the 8 gig of RAM. Memory. 8 gig. 8 gig of RAM. It's got to be exact. 8 gig of RAM. That's not 8 gig. That's 8 gig though. And that one. What's the budget going to be on that one? Don't know. Budget 300. So we need to install Intel i5 640 or better. So we'll have a look at that first. And we can figure out how much it's going to cost. The i5. Do that. 640 or better. 640 will is that. So 155. And then the memory. So 155 and then 8 gigabytes. Loads of money. Loads of money. What was it? Graphics card. No, it wasn't. It's CPU. It's the i5. So that's 155. Let's actually get the that one. So we've got the, let me have to get my calculator out again. We've got, excuse me, we've got the i5, which is 175.0. And then what was the other one? It was the 6 to 8 gig. 8 gig. 8 gig at 90. That's 265. That should be fine. Okay. And we don't know what we need for that one yet, so we can't do much on that one. So we'll just do that. That's going to be the next working day. Let's buy that. And that will be me until the next day. Because we can't do much until we've got those parts, and the parts will come tomorrow. And then hopefully I will remember that I have got those parts coming. We've got delivery. Cool. Okay, in that case, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know when I'm going to play this game again. Because what I want to do is I do want to try and play some more. I like the dinosaurs as well. I don't know, just wanted to just in the Halloween stuff. Oh. Oh, I like that. Oh, oh. The Phasmophobia summoning circle there. Let's we can do a Christmassy one. Not really Christmas. I don't really do Christmas, so we'll turn that off. I'd rather have the dinosaur ones, to be honest with you, dinosaur theme. But anyway, you must be level 5 to change your peripherals. Oh, okay. But yeah, at some point I do want to try and play some more different PC geeky cybersecurity sort of games like this. This is obviously PC Building Simulator. There is also PC Building Simulator 2 as well, which you can't get on Steam. It's on the Epic equivalent. I think it's Epic Games. But there's some other ones as well. There's like a hacking game that I want to try and play at some point. It's just, the problem is that when I try and play these games, I get to a Sunday and it's like I've had a long week and I've just like unwound after a long week, and then I'm like, I don't really want to do anything too strenuous. So I need to try and like pull myself out of that funk a little bit on the weekends, and I'm gonna leave that there because my stomach is slowly trying to eat me from the inside out. And hopefully on Friday I will catch everybody playing a little bit more Phasmophobia. So until then, you have a lovely week, depending on whenever it is that you're watching this, if you're watching this over on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, or have a lovely week if you are watching, or day, whenever it is that you're actually watching this, because obviously this is a Sunday. I don't know when you're watching this over on YouTube. When I actually do eventually put this up on I'm waffling, I know, up on YouTube as a separate video rather than a live video where I can edit it out. I shall keep in the waffle, because yeah, otherwise it means I'm having to cut it, and you probably wouldn't get an awful lot of content. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.